What if I told you that someone could lose 40 pounds, improve their blood sugar, and still be moving towards frailty instead of health? Now, it sounds impossible, but for many adults over 50, that's exactly what's happening. Now, before anyone misunderstands me, this is not an anti medication video. GLP-1 medications like Ozempic, Wegovy, and Manjaro have helped millions of people lose weight, improve blood sugar, and for many patients, reduce their risk of heart attack or stroke. Now, that's good news. But here's the mistake I see people making. They begin believing that losing weight is the same thing as building health. It isn't. And today I want to show you why GLP-1 medications can be an excellent tool, but they can never replace the daily habits that determine your strength, that determine your energy, your independence, and ultimately determine how well you age. Now, let's begin with something important. If your physician has prescribed a GLP-1 medication, take it exactly as directed. See, as a registered nurse, I believe medications have an important place when they're used appropriately. These medications mimic a hormone your body naturally produces called GLP-1. They help you feel full sooner. They slow the emptying of your stomach. They reduce appetite, and they help improve blood sugar regulation. And for many people, they're life changing. But here's what they don't do. A medication can reduce your appetite. It cannot make you choose healthy foods. A medication can lower your blood sugar. It cannot strengthen your heart. A medication can help you lose weight. It cannot build muscle. It cannot improve your balance. It cannot improve your cardiovascular fitness. And it cannot replace healthy sleep. It cannot eliminate chronic stress. I like to put it this way. Medicine can reduce the load. It cannot build the foundation. Now, I want you to think about building a house. If the foundation is cracked, painting the walls won't solve the problem. It may look better for a while, but underneath, the structure is still weak. Weight loss is valuable, no doubt. But if you aren't strengthening the foundation, well, your health is still at risk. Weight loss is an outcome. Health is a process. I want you to remember that. I want you to imagine two people, both lose 40 pounds. The first person survives on processed foods. He rarely exercises. He gets only 5 hours of sleep. He lives under constant stress. He spends most of his day sitting. Now, the second person loses the same 40 pounds, but he begins walking every day. He strength trains at least 2 times a week. He eats mostly whole plant foods. He gets 7 to 8 hours of sleep. He learns to manage stress and spends time with God each day. Both weigh exactly the same, but they are not equally healthy. The scale only tells you one thing: how much you weigh. It tells you nothing about your muscle mass, nothing about your cardiovascular fitness, nothing about your blood vessels, nothing about your bone strength, nothing about your brain health, nothing about your inflammation. Weight loss is an outcome, but health is a process. Never confuse the two. Now, I want to talk about muscle. Muscle is the longevity organ. Now, if you're over 50, this next point may be the most important part of this entire video. See, one concern with GLP-1 medications is that people often lose lean muscle along with body fat. Some muscle loss occurs with almost every weight loss method, but after age 50, that matters much more. As we age, we naturally lose muscle. Beginning around age 30, most adults start losing muscle mass gradually, and that process accelerates later in life unless we actively work to preserve it. Now, why does that matter? Because muscle is much more than something that makes you look strong. Muscle is your metabolic reserve. Muscle is where much of the glucose from your bloodstream is stored after a meal. Healthy muscle improves insulin sensitivity. It helps regulate blood sugar. It supports healthy metabolism. It protects your joints. And it improves balance. Muscle, it reduces the risk of falls. And if you're hospitalized because of an illness or surgery, muscle becomes the reserve your body draws upon during recovery. Now, research consistently shows that older adults with greater muscle mass and strength tend to maintain their independence longer and have a lower risk of disability and frailty. And that's why I tell people after 50, don't make your primary goal losing weight. Make your primary goal becoming stronger. If you're taking GLP-1 medication, eat enough protein. Challenge your muscles with resistance training 2 to 3 times each week. Don't just lose weight. Preserve the engine that helps you stay active for decades to come. Now, here's one of my favorite ways to explain this. You cannot outsource your mitochondria. Mitochondria are the tiny energy producing structures inside nearly every cell of your body. Think of them as your body's power plants. Every time you go for a brisk walk, every time you ride a bicycle or perform resistance exercises, you're sending a message to your cells. Build more energy factories, become stronger, become more efficient. Exercise stimulates adaptations that no medication can reproduce. It improves insulin sensitivity. It increases nitric oxide production, helping blood vessels relax and improving circulation. It strengthens your heart. It builds healthier bones. It improves balance. It enhances brain function. And it supports memory. It even helps reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression. Now, no injection can create all those changes. Movement is medicine, but it works differently than pharmaceutical medicine. God designed your body to respond to movement. When you move, your body literally begins changing from the inside out. Now, food isn't just fuel, it's information. Another mistake people make is assuming, well, if I'm eating less, I must be eating better. But that is not necessarily the case at all. So someone taking GLP-1 medication can still eat not so good. They can still eat donuts and chips and fast food and cookies. They're just eating them in smaller portions. Yes, they may lose weight, but that doesn't mean they're nourishing their body. Food is far more than calories. Food is information. Every bite sends signals throughout your body, and those signals either increase inflammation or reduce it. They either nourish your gut microbiome or starve it. They either strengthen your blood vessels or gradually damage them. They either help stabilize blood sugar or cause it to swing wildly. Your body needs nutrients that no medication can provide. You see, fiber feeds the beneficial bacteria in your colon, producing compounds that support gut health and reduce inflammation. Polyphenols from berries and beans and herbs and spices and teas and colorful vegetables help protect your cells from oxidative stress. Magnesium supports hundreds of biochemical reactions. Potassium helps support healthy blood pressure. Healthy fats and antioxidant rich foods support your brain, your heart, and your immune system. Every meal is doing one of two things. It's either helping you build health or simply reducing calories. Those are not the same thing. Now, let's talk about two of the most overlooked habits: sleep and stress. Now, they're not as exciting as a new medication, I will admit, but they have a profound impact on your long term health. If you're only sleeping 5 or 6 hours a night, your body is going to pay a price. Your cortisol levels tend to rise. Your hunger hormones become disrupted. Your body becomes more insulin resistant. Your blood pressure may increase. Inflammation can rise. And your brain doesn't get the opportunity to perform many of its nightly repair processes. No GLP-1 medication can replace healthy sleep. Now, the same is true for chronic stress. Stress affects nearly every organ system in your body. It can elevate your blood pressure. It can increase inflammation. It can weaken your immune system. It can disrupt digestion. It can interfere with blood sugar control and increase your risk of heart disease. Many people spend years trying to fix health problems without addressing the stress that's helping create them. Now, that's one reason I often talk about God's rhythm of work and rest. Our Creator didn't design us to run at full speed every single day. He designed us to pause, to rest, to worship, and to trust Him. Those aren't simply spiritual principles, they're health principles as well. God designed your body to respond to habits. Now, this brings me to something even more important. The Bible says in 3 John chapter 1 and verse 2, "Beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in good health, even as thy soul prospereth." Notice that God doesn't simply desire that we survive. He desires that we prosper in health. But how did He design the body to achieve that? Certainly not through one magic pill, not through one injection, but through faithful daily stewardship, through nutritious food, regular movement, strong muscles, through restorative sleep, managing stress, and healthy daily rhythms. And above all, having a daily relationship with Him. Now, the remarkable thing is that modern science continues to confirm what Scripture has taught all along. Our bodies adapt to the choices we repeat. Healthy habits don't just change what you weigh, they change what you become. Now, that is exactly why at Healthy Aging God's Way, I teach what I call the 7 non-negotiables for lasting health. Now, these are the daily habits that build the foundation medication alone cannot provide. First, eat nutrient-dense whole foods that nourish your body. Second, move your body every single day. Third, build and preserve muscle through regular strength training. Number 4, get restorative sleep. Number 5, learn to manage stress in healthy, God-honoring ways. And number 6, maintain healthy daily rhythms that allow your body to recover and repair. And number 7, strengthen your spiritual walk with God, because lasting health isn't only physical, it's spiritual as well. Now, could a GLP-1 medication help with one piece of that puzzle? Oh, absolutely. But no medication can do all 7. Those habits are what build lasting health. Those habits are what help you remain strong enough to enjoy your children and your grandchildren and your ministry, your retirement, and the purpose God still has for your life. So let's put everything together. A GLP-1 medication may help you lose weight. Yes, that's valuable. But weight loss alone doesn't automatically improve cardiovascular fitness. It doesn't automatically preserve muscle. It doesn't automatically improve nutrition. It doesn't automatically strengthen your bones. It doesn't automatically restore healthy sleep. It doesn't automatically reduce chronic stress. It doesn't automatically deepen your relationship with God. Those things are built one choice, one habit, one day at a time. Now, I want you to remember this. Weight loss is an outcome. Health is a process. Never confuse the two. Now, if your physician has prescribed a GLP-1 medication, please take it as directed. It may help you lose weight. It may help improve your blood sugar. It may reduce your cardiovascular risk. And for many people, that's an important step. But don't stop there. Build muscle. Move every day. Fill your plate with foods that nourish your body, not junk. Protect your sleep. Manage your stress. And spend time with God. Honor the body He has entrusted to your care, because the medication may help you lose pounds, but your daily habits determine whether you preserve your strength, whether you protect your brain, whether you lower inflammation, whether you maintain your independence, whether you truly age well. Now, if you're over 50 and you've been struggling with stubborn belly fat, and high blood pressure, and low energy, and you simply don't know how to put all these habits together into a practical plan, I'd love to help. That's exactly why I created my 12-week blood pressure and belly reset God's Way coaching program. This isn't another crash diet, and it isn't about relying on a medication alone. It's together we'll build the foundation for lasting health using the same 7 non-negotiables we discussed today. I'll personally coach you as you learn how to reduce belly fat, how to lower your blood pressure, how to improve metabolic health, how to build and preserve your muscle, how to increase your energy, and create habits that fit your life and honor God's design for your body. If you'd like to find out whether the program is a good fit for you, click the link in the description or in my profile and schedule a free qualification call. We'll discuss your goals, we'll answer your questions, and we'll determine whether this program is the right next step for you. Now, before you leave, I want you to remember the one sentence: never confuse losing weight with building health. One can happen because of a medication. The other happens because of the choices you make every single day. God designed your body to respond to faithful daily habits. And those habits, not a prescription alone, are what help you age with strength, vitality, purpose, and the freedom to continue serving Him for years to come. Now, I'm Gerald Coleman, and this is Healthy Aging God's Way, where we combine biblical principles with today's science to help you live longer, stronger, and healthier for the glory of God. If this video encouraged you, please like it, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who's taking or considering a GLP-1 medication. So, until next time, remember, healthy aging doesn't happen by accident. It happens one God-designed habit at a time. I'll see you soon.